Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So within just a sheer hours away from the anniversary to start, I feel like it was, it was in due time that we had to portray what was going to happen in the next few days. We're going to be getting these new banners, right? So, of course, as you guys can see by the title of the video, should you summon for Dokkan Festival, Broly, and Carnival LR GOGETA? So I did want to give my overall thoughts, not just immediately just say yes, you guys should summon for this banner, because the anniversary banners are just the best banners in the world, so go ahead and summon for that. No, I want to give you guys some overall thoughts as to what will happen before getting the banners, during the banners and their availability, and after the banners, right? What is going to happen for it. So I show you this image right here because this is going to be the new banner format that we have right now. They revealed this on the Dokkan Now, and on the first 3 initial steps, we usually get this whenever maybe the anniversary is going on, but whenever we have discounts, right? It's the usual 30, 40, and then 45 Dragon Stones, and then there's the free one. But in this type case scenario, both of these banners are going to have the step 1, which is the 30 Dragon Stones. Then the step 2 is going to be 40 Dragon Stones, and then step 3, it's 50 Dragon Stones, for a whole total of 120 Dragon Stones that you guys can be able to use. And then there's the free step. Now, I've seen the comments from the Dokkan Now. I haven't been able to properly respond to them, but I've seen some people that do prefer the tickets over this new format system that they have. Of course, it's completely different. It's new. We have never seen this, for where they're actually just going to be doing 7 steps, and in the 7th step you are guaranteed to pull a feature. This is our guaranteed. Now the chances are that you can be able to do 3 or 4 rounds of these summons and you can get the featured characters like Golden Frieza or the LR Gods, and that's not going to be good, right? Meanwhile, the tickets give you another chance and another opportunity in order for you to, I guess, duplicate your chances in order for you to pull something good. Now, we have no confirmation whatsoever if they have removed the ticket system altogether. We have been gathering these tickets that you can be able to acquire through the shops. It was at the end of the month of May to almost the beginning of the... actually, to almost a few days ago. It just ended on Friday, where every single week you had the opportunity to purchase tickets. It was 2 for the Dokkan Festival one and 2 for the Legendary Summon Carnival one, where they provided you with 2 tickets. And you could only buy these like 5 times. So you could have a total of 10 tickets. It'll give you enough to do 2 multis on the banners, respectively. Now, we don't know, because I think, and also shout out to Proton, I will do another video on this. I haven't done a video on the data download that, our boy Proton was able to provide us in regards to, the anniversary. So right here, it's indicated that there are no tickets for the summonable characters for Dokkan Fest or Legendary Summon Carnival banners. So they are speculating that we should be able to get tickets. Maybe there's going to be another data download revealing the times for when the banners come out, and maybe during that time frame we will have the tickets listed in the data download as well. So of course it's usually like around 6 a.m. UK time or 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 8th or July 9th. It all depends on the time frame. But they did state that the banners on the Dokkan Now, they were going to be available on the 8th of July. So on Monday night is when they are going to be available. But yeah, in terms for tickets, it doesn't say that for you to summon on these banners, you get guaranteed tickets. I think it was listed prior to this. If I go back, let's go ahead and check the wiki, and it's gonna, what is it? It's gonna be this one. No, way back. No. Yeah, no, we had to go way back. I forgot this. It's the anniversary. So whenever you did some summons in here, it doesn't state that you can be able to get tickets on the summons, but this is the old format, the previous format. You perform 3 multis and then get 1 free. Then at the beginning of things, you know, it started at 30, then 40, and then 45, and then you can be able to get some, you know, some good characters. But it doesn't state here, but of course you guys remember we were able to get tickets per summon, so those were the good old days, I guess. But now it all changed with this new banner format revealed during the Dokkan Now. So now we'll have the opportunity, of course, whenever we do our summons, you do 120 and then you get the freebie, and then there's some other additional steps in order for you to be able to get a featured guaranteed SSR, 40, 45, and then 50. If you count all of these in total, is 255 Dragon Stones. Now, for the value that this provides you, it does save you a bit more stones rather than the previous format, but you're taking away the tickets that do come out with this. Now, will tickets be featured on this? We don't know. We haven't seen that yet, but they might be removing that altogether. It's just that it might have not been mentioned during the Dokkan Now, and we're gonna be able to see it once we get the data download, we get the banners, and it reveals that you cannot get tickets, or if you can, but just the purchasable ones that we have been getting throughout the past few weeks. So yeah, so if we go ahead and check the banners right here, these were the characters that were featured on BROLY. Of course, you guys have, what is it, 10 featured characters in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, 10. So 10 featured SSRs. That is the problem, right? So if you do see this format right here and you're like, oh wait, would this guy actually be pretty useful? This can be pretty good. I do like this format because it can give you the opportunity of pulling a featured character, as a featured character guaranteed. However, let's just say that, just like I mentioned before, you can be able to get 3 rounds in, and you're like, oh, I pulled BROLY all the times that I did the featured SSR step guaranteed, and it's like, yeah, that's not good. Meanwhile, in the tickets, you know, you can be able to have other formats or other means and ways to summon on the banner in general. You're just not discarding away the tickets altogether, which is what we're speculating. So something to be very careful. So this is, of course, before, you know, start saving your stones, make sure you guys have some good enough amount of Dragon Stones ready, because, you know, the anniversary is in about a few days time. If you guys have been summoning on Ginyu or any other banners, I feel like you are not going to be in a good headspace, or maybe you have a good, decent amount of stones, right? I know that some people have over 1,000 ready to go and ready to invest on these banners, right? So this is another time frame that we're getting this format, the Dokkan Festival / Carnival format. I don't think that a lot of people dislike this type of format, but it can be pretty treacherous when it comes to summoning, especially on this banner right here, right, where it has so many featured characters right here. So do be careful with how you summon, right? Later on, I will do a video, of course, because there are some tickets that you can be able to get in regards to the 77 ticket summon. So they have merged this, and it was revealed during the Dokkan Now that we have a new type of ticket. We kind of knew this, of course, because we've been following along with the JP version, but for those who don't know, there were the rainbow tickets and the 77 ticket summons that we were able to collect throughout the anniversary. Now those two are going to be merged into one, so now it opens up the venue of opportunity for you to summon on both the Dokkan Festival banner and the Legendary Summon Carnival banner. So if you collect 50 of those, you can be able to perform a summon that allows you to recruit 77 characters on both, actually on all 4 banners that are going to be available throughout the anniversary. Now, these tickets are not going to be made available right away. You guys can be able to garner a few amount at part 1, then another amount on part 2, and then the final amount possibly on part 3, which it should be. That's how it should be, right? So it is advice, you know, for those who may not choose where to diverge your stones or your tickets and stuff like that, depending on how the anniversary goes for you. Once you collect the tickets, you're like, okay, man, I got Gogeta 3 dupes, or I got a copy of Gogeta, I got a copy of Broly, but I never got a copy of a Beast, right? But I did get a copy of the Gammas. Now the only one that I'm missing is Beast. So what can you do? Well, use those tickets to summon on Beast Gohan, and you can have the opportunity to possibly pull Beast Gohan. That is what a lot of people were doing in the 9th anniversary on the JP side. But in regards for these banners in particular, let me just give you a little bit of a rundown as to how these units have aged throughout the years of release for them. So Broly, of course, you're not going to be able to use this Broly. I did have a discussion whenever these guys were announced with somebody in the community. I was like, man, and like, I don't want them to have the same name as the other characters, because of course you're just replacing the character altogether. But you know, this one is better, but you know, usability wise, especially I think Global was able to get the Broly and Gogeta ECAs fairly recently when these guys got announced, and I was like, fine, bro, we're not gonna be able to use them anymore. So Broly, of course, he has aged a lot, so I don't think you can be able to use him. Vegito did get his ECA recently. He is starting to feel the effects of the aged, but I still feel like he is a very runnable character. I don't feel like he has a lot of issues right now. Same as Gogeta. You use these two guys as floaters, and of course they're going to be serving their purpose, right? Getting those dodges in, and then once they come back, they are transformed into turn 4, so they can be able to go into blue status. They have that guaranteed dodge for the turn, and then of course you continue to run these guys maybe as a floater, so they can be able to do the max amount of damage, right? These guys are about to get their ECAs as well during the celebration of the anniversary. They are very, very good. So if you guys do not have them, this is the banner to summon on. These guys, they might have aged a little bit. Of course, their start of turn guard kind of helps them defend themselves a little bit, but after that, you might have to be a little bit careful with how you handle these guys. So don't worry, in about a few months time, they're also going to get their ECA, so we will see them, and they're going to be absolutely explosive. So we'll check and see about how they're going to go with their ECAs next year during the 10th anniversary. Cooler, no, he has aged very badly, so I really don't think that this guy is going to be super useful. Same, I don't want to say that these guys have aged a lot. It's just that their defensive capabilities is not that great. So the difference between these guys and the GT duo that are going to be featured on the part 2 banners is that these guys are much more offensive. So no matter as many attacks that they perform, they get more crit chances. And right now the game is not based on crit chances at the moment. If you do want to do a lot of damage, for them to, you know, rack up the crits for their active skill, which is gonna be the Spirit Bomb, it's all good. You can do that. However, right now with, you know, menaces like Kid Buu or the Supreme Battle Spectacle difficulty events that we're gonna be getting, I don't think these guys are viable options to run during this anniversary. So they are good. It's just they're not, you know, not good as their counterpart that they release, right? Fusion Zamasu is still pretty good, decently. He's still okay. I don't think he has aged that badly yet. So Golden Frieza and Broly are of course the new characters. Golden Frieza is very good. He's a stellar side banner character, but of course the main target is going to be Broly. Broly is very, very good. So then we jump over to the Carnival banner right here. Let's go ahead and talk about this one. Gogeta. Gogeta, of course, a Carnival LR, providing a 200% to movie heroes. I've done showcases on both of these characters at 55% in the channel, so do make sure to check those out. And you can be able to get a bit of a more perspective as to how they look, right? Even at 55%, they're very, very good. So we got Gogeta, of course. This is the main target that a lot of people want. So good luck to you. Let's go down here. Of course, these SRs are just worthless. So Paragus and Broly, both of these characters are gonna get their EZAs. They're not insane. They're not too crazy, but they're okay. It's a solid ECA. Same as Bardock and Gina. They're solid. Ooh, excuse me. Broly, Chila, and Lemo, they also got a fantastic ECA. If you guys have seen me do the Broly showcases, I've run them together. So, Broly, Chila, and Lemo, pretty good. I'd suggest that if you do pull these characters during your summons and you guys don't have a lot of them, then it's a good pull nonetheless. So, do not feel disappointed. This guy recently got his ECA on Global, so he is absolutely really good. And he's going to be even better, I guess, more chances to run this character alongside the Tech Master Ultra Instinct Goku that just released on the Japanese version, so you guys can be able to use him. I don't understand why this guy did not get his ECA during this celebration, since he was featured on this banner. But, yeah, make it make sense that this guy is featured. Why is he featured in here? I do not understand. So, of course, the guy is bad. Hasn't gotten his ECA yet, so, nope. Then there's Tree of Might Goku. Yeah, sure, buddy. We'll skip that. We'll skip that guy. No, I'm sorry. No. Metal Cooler. Yeah, I can't say that he's great anymore. He's okay, but he's not gonna be too. It's not gonna be too wow. I feel like we got a lot of power creep in this in the amount of content that we're gonna be getting, and him, no, it's like no. Maybe for the revive purposes here and there, but no, I don't think he's. He has aged badly. This Metal Cooler. Kid Gohan. I was just using him on the bottom after Master and Disciple Super Battle Road stages, and I gotta say, no. Nah, I don't think he's gonna be that great. He gets damage reduction, but he needs to super attack first in order for them to get that. And of course, he needs to super attack the enemy that he's going to get attacked by in order for that enemy to get the damage reduction. But let's say if you're facing two enemies. I mean, I recently discovered that all of the 18 key unit super attacks that he does are AoEs. So I guess the enemy themselves will get targeted by the damage reduction. But again, he needs to attack first in order for him to get the extra defense. And he was struggling even on Extreme Super Battle Road. So imagine the hard content that we might bring him in, and he might struggle there, dude. So no. Super Saiyan Trunks, I feel like he's still okay. I feel like he's still decent. I haven't run him a lot recently, but he's still pretty good. And of course, we got Gogeta here. So during the anniversary itself, just like I mentioned, I was going to bring points before the anniversary, during the anniversary, and then after the anniversary. All these units are good. The anniversary characters themselves are going to be pretty good. So during the anniversary, of course, do enjoy it. Make sure you guys summon for these characters because they're pretty good. And again, we got the new format right here that provides a lot of players, I'm assuming, with a lot of value with regards to how they can dispense their stones during these summons, right? I feel like it's going to be a lot better for people. So, and after the anniversary, of course, we're going to be getting the worldwide download celebration, which inclines to the sync or the actual the eventual unification of the operation schedules for both of these games, the Japanese version and the global version. So for now, we haven't had content that has thrown off these two really badly. I don't feel like Broly, for some unknown reason, Broly is just severely underestimated, severely underrated, and I don't think that it's a fair. I don't feel like it's a fair discussion, right? Broly is still very good, and of course we'll do our showcases, we'll do our runs with Broly, and just show the people that he is just that he's just that guy, okay? And then of course Gogeta is gonna be amazing. Do keep in mind that both of these characters, let me see if I can bring them up here. We'll also open them in a separate tab, so we can keep them together. Broly and Gogeta do bring a lot of things to the table. So we go over here. I think this is Broly. Yeah. So Broly does have the domain ability available for him, and Gogeta does bring a new skill into the fray. So Gogeta is going to be bringing what is a target skill with this active skill, and then of course Broly will bring the domain abilities for him. So for the mains themselves, the mains are not looking too strong right now. It's just a matter of how they can synergize completely with other characters that do have a domain, because you would have to select which characters' domains you will want to use, and that'll be the center of the whole bunch, right? So for characters like Broly does his domain, and of course, you know, he's providing extreme class allies additional ki. But once we go over to Super Saiyan full power Broly, he is providing this effect with the domain ability: extreme class allies and enemies attack and defense plus 10%, providing the extra buffs to exploding rage or movie bosses category characters, and of course increases the damage received by super class allies and enemies. But domains and domain characters clash with each other. So if we want to have the domain ability for Goku Black, that is not going to be available for you if you do have a domain ability already active. So we'll see if they provide us the eventual update. This is the other character that's looming in the corner, by the way. We'll talk about him when his banner comes in. Close to when his banner comes in. I will do a revisit for that character as well, so you guys can be able to see what this guy is going to do. But yeah, that domain inspection is gonna domain ability is just gonna be a lot tricky for a lot of the characters that do have the domain ability. And then of course Gogeta is providing this new ability, this new mechanic that they brought in with this anniversary, which is the target skill, or what is it? wait, I gotta go back, because you know, Global named it a lot differently. What is it? We gotta go here. What is it? Attack attraction. That is the ability. That is the ability. Can you say how it is, Ken? Can you tell it to the people? What is the ability, buddy? Just let us know.
Attack attraction.
Wait, what? What is it?
This character possesses the new feature Attack Attraction.
Attack attraction. Just give me target skill mechanic, and I'll take that any day. Not attack attraction. So yeah, attack attraction, which means, of course, that once you use this character's active skill, he does massively raise his attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. There are characters that do have the attack attraction mechanic, but don't necessarily do damage, which of course one of those characters is Beast. We'll talk about his attack attraction once the character comes closer to release. But this character intercepts and evades all enemies' attack, including super attack, for one turn. Keep in mind, this does not work with AoEs. If an AoE is launched, Gogeta will not be able to prevent that AoE from attacking other enemies or other allies on the team, right? So every single character will be receiving damage from an AoE attack. However, if it's Gogeta getting hit with normal attacks, or a lot of the characters are getting hit with normals, Gogeta is able to intercept and dodge all those attacks, which is broken, absolutely fantastic, really, really good. Then of course this can be activated upon entering the next attacking turn. So yeah, pretty good. We haven't seen a lot of the power creep that have been coming up. Of course, I think like formidable enemies like the new Evolution Blue Vegeta boss that's going on JP. A lot of people are saying that he is going to be the tough boss, that I don't have a lot of credibility on Dokkan. I feel like he's going to be too difficult. I feel as though he's going to, like, once we get there, we'll be able to experience that thing, because that's the problem. We got the foresight as to seeing how tough these enemies are going to be, but we are not seeing how how we in the global aspect of things managed throughout that fight, because we don't have those fights yet. So during and after the anniversary, I still believe that these guys are absolutely fantastic. Broly, again, severely underestimated, so I will have a lot of fun with Broly, and of course with Gogeta as well. So a long video, but I wanted to give a depiction of everything in regards to should you summon on this banner or not. But should you summon on this on these two banners that are coming out right now, especially with the new format that's coming up with the anniversary, I suggest yes, you guys should summon on this banner. Again, throw out a few stones, because the next few things that are going to be getting on global, we actually have been going through this. You know, we got the worldwide download celebration at the end of August, but the next banner after this one, of course, if we want to be chronological, we have Beast and we have the Gammas. So of course, summon on everything that the anniversary throws at you, and then afterwards just start saving. I don't think you guys should summon for Topo, although Topo could be pretty good if you did summon for Ginyu. But then we will have the worldwide download celebration. Those are going to be usually pretty hype. So do make sure to save your stones right after the anniversary. But these banners are not to miss out on. So yeah, do let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are excited for these amazing characters. I cannot wait, dude. I'm itching to do my summons right. So yeah, hit that like button, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know down in the comments below who you guys are going to summon for first. I'll see you guys hopefully in the next video. Bye bye.